What's up, guys? I'm Rico.Capital, and if you don't know who I am, I'm the king of the open. And what that means is I'm making my money the first 15 minutes, first 30 minutes, first hour of market open. And I'm gonna teach you guys how I make, anywhere from $100 to $1,000 plus at open, and how you can too. So what I first want to go over real quick is this is not for kind of beginners, right? This is for people that are traders that are already trading, that are familiar with the process of buying calls or buying puts, and understand, how to buy and sell and kind of get out of those positions, right? So it's not for beginners, sort of say, but if you are a beginner, just kind of keep watching, and I kind of show the whole process of how I look for, these moves and things like that. So let's get into it. So these are pretty much the moves that I catch every single morning with the team. I live trade for the Rico.Cap family members. And so the one thing that I'm looking for is volume, right? Pre-market. What is our, watch list telling us? You look around your watch list, I do a scan, and every time I'm live trading, I go over that, my watch list, and, pick out which ones are looking like they're getting ready to explode up or down, right? Because I catch the moves up and or down. And so it's very important to have a small watch list to get to know these names, and then understand kind of how their movement is. So that's one way I really do it. But again, it takes a little bit of experience of kind of seeing these moves first play out and then being able to jump in. That's why I have videos of this already, and that's why I live trade. So I can, do the hard work already for you, where you can follow me when I jump into a trade and play it, and you can be right there with me to make that money. All right, so the number one thing that I look at over volume, over any indicator, over anything really, is always going to be price action. What is price action telling you, right? When you see pre-market, and that's very important, is pre-market, right? Are you seeing a gap up or gap down? Is this a continuation move? Is this squeezing in a pattern? That's one thing you need to be looking for, right? Price action. What is it telling you? Is it squeezing? Is it getting ready for a big move? Is it telling you that out of a pattern? So that's another way how you should be identifying, and how I identify it is, is this flagging? Is this, some type of symmetrical triangle, some type of, continuation of a bull flag, whatever, I would highly suggest you just kind of looking up or Googling real quick, just, some of the big patterns for stocks, options, whatever, how you chart, because charting is still number one. Being able to identify it, you can always get ahead of the move. And so I look for, flag patterns, bull flags, flagging to where once it breaks, or downtrend breakouts, these are things that are very strong. And I follow those and play those the most, because I know that when it plays out, it's a strong move. And always pays off, lowercase h pattern. I love those, because when it falls out through the bottom, it's always a big continuation, and I know I'm gonna bank off those. So now that you know more about what I look for in these explosions, you can follow along and just see, on your watch list, what really happens at open, because at open is some of the best movement you're gonna see throughout the day. I avoid, midday, lunchtime, and then end of day, you see some good action too. But the end of day move is just the continuation, or the setup for the opening next move for the next move, the next day for the open. So again, these are the things that I look for. And if you want to learn more, follow me on X, at Rico.Capital. Find me on Instagram, whatever on all platforms, look for me. Again, if you want to learn more about Rico.Cap, you can go to Rico.Cap.com, learn more about the organization, learn more about me, what I do, how I lead members to profitability, and how I make money daily, and things like that. So a lot of what I look for is, pre-market action. What is pre-market telling us? How is it setting up? Where is it going to go from there? Always have your targets, because you need to know where you exit. Entering is just as important as exiting. So I just wanted to make a quick video on that. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want more of stuff like this, and I will continue to give out more. So see you on the next one.